How to volley from no man's land. Hey there, Ramon Osa with you here, and today's video is a request from Elaine from YouTube. And Elaine asks, hey Ramon, could you make a video on how to volley from no man's land? So thank you very much for the suggestion, Elaine. And you might be wondering about this too, because we have this idea in our head that, okay, well, we hit ground strokes from the baseline and we hit volleys from 4 feet behind the net. And there's this magical forbidden territory called no man's land that we should just be able to bypass and hit winners at the net. Yeah, I hear you, because for the longest time I had no idea what to do from no man's land, and I was pelted by many a high floater in our matches in high school. It can be brutal. But not to fear, because in this video I'm giving you the 3 secrets that you need to hit great transition volleys and move into the net so you can win the point. Let's get started. Alright, it's called no man's land because you don't want to hang out here unless you're playing a pusher, in which case it might be a very good place to hang out. But let's assume you're playing someone who can give you some trouble in this area. Maybe someone that can return your serve deep into the court when you're trying to serve and volley. We're hitting this volley so we can transition into the net and win the point at the net. Makes sense. So how do you do it? Well, step 1 is to make sure you're in a Continental grip. I have a great friend I play doubles with sometimes, and without naming names, let's just say his name starts with B and rhymes with Bill. Anyway, Bill is always in a semi-western grip for every shot, and I love him to death, but he can't volley from no man's land to save his life. And it's because it's nearly impossible to open your racket face enough at the correct angle to produce a good volley from back here. And that's where our friend, the Continental grip, comes to the rescue, because it gives you the flexibility you need to be able to hit every shot in the book from here, which leads us to step 2. You want to decide if you're hitting a volley or a half volley. And in case you're thinking, well, what's the difference, Ramon? Basically, a volley means you're taking the ball out of the air before it hits the ground, before the bounce. And the half volley means you're taking it after the bounce, on the way up. It's important to make this decision because the racket angle will be totally different based on which shot you're trying to hit. For a traditional volley, you'll be a little more open unless the ball is really high. And basically for a half volley, the racket will be closer to perpendicular to the ground because of the angle of reflection the ball takes. I'm going to do a whole lesson on this shot, but this will get you pointed in the right direction. And finally, step 3 is to aim deep. Now, I'm not going to go into a huge strategy session right now, but if you want me to do that, let me know in the comments and I'll make a video about volley strategy. There are some instances where you might want to hit a drop volley or a little short angle volley, but generally speaking, you want to aim deep because it's going to give you time to close the net, and it'll be more difficult for your opponent to pass you. And you could play the net like Godzilla, which is great. The way you're going to do this is to make solid contact at the 45-degree angle into the court with your racket face slightly open for a traditional volley and more level for a half volley. And that's all there is to it. Just remember, if you want to hit a volley from no man's land, just make sure you're in a Continental grip, know if it's a volley or half volley, aim deep, and you'll be cruising into the net and taking over points in no time. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it for you. As I mentioned, I'm making a new series of video tutorials that are designed specifically to help you take your net game to the next level. And if you'd like those for free, go ahead and click the link in the description. It'll take you to a little opt-in page where you can get on my email list and grab those for absolutely free as soon as they're done. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.